am live. I'm right here, Rellism Sports Talk, out here with Coach Greg out here. Yo, we're talking about some stuff right now with baseball. I'm not a baseball guy. I pretend well. You know what I'm saying? I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express, you know what I'm saying? So I got my little baseball card, whatever. But this guy knows baseball. His son knows baseball. This is Greg Stewart right here. Coach of the Moach. Anybody that watches baseball knows him. We're talking about different things right now. So we're talking about the Hall of Fame. We're talking about Barry Bonds, Sammy Sosa, Mark McGwire. What I said was, baseball, Mike Trout has been around for the past decade, and nobody knows who the hell he is. Nobody knows those storylines about him or nothing. But Sammy Sosa, Mark McGwire, and Barry Bonds, we all know all kinds of shit about. Why? Whether it's good news, bad news, big time storylines or not. I'm just saying, we know different things about them. Coach Ray, you're a baseball purist. Do you think that these three guys should be in the Hall of Fame? Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, Barry Bonds.
I think all three of them should be in the Hall of Fame.
Which one's the top one?
Barry Bonds, best baseball player in the history of the game.
In the history?
I think so, yeah.
In the history?
Yeah.
Over Willie Mays, over Mickey Mantle, over Babe Ruth, over...
I think he posed the biggest threat in the history of the game. I mean,
was this big head or small head?
Big head Barry or small head Barry?
Which one?
I think he was one of the best players before juicing. Definitely the best player after.
He's never been convicted of being a juicer. You know, this guy wants to be a hater. You know how haters are with Barry Bonds. You know, black, white. I ain't saying no race shit. I'm just saying. But he said juicer. I never called him a juicer. Anyway, go ahead, Greg.
I think he admitted it. Didn't
no, he didn't say that shit.
He didn't?
No.
Well, I take that back then.
You can't take that back. You're not Puffy. Take that. Take that.
He's still the greatest baseball player ever.
I'm not going to argue with that.
How many times?
5-tool play. I'm not going to argue with that.
Can you imagine walking somebody with the bases loaded? Because that's your advantage?
I can't imagine walking anybody because I can't throw a goddamn pitch. I can't hit an underarm church league softball pitch. I'm not a baseball player.
Yeah.
But
Mark McGwire should be in the Hall of Fame.
So
Sammy Sosa should be in the Hall. They were the
right,
best baseball players of their time.
All right, let me ask you. He said Sammy Sosa, Mark McGwire should be in the Hall of Fame. Here's my thing right here. I'm not saying that he shouldn't be, or I disagree, but here's my question, Greg. The stats that put you in the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame. Did Sammy Sosa reach those statistically categories to be in the Hall of Fame before the 3 to 4 years of the maybes?
I don't think he reached those numbers.
Okay! That's my problem. That's my problem. Okay, so when we say Barry Bonds, we agree Barry Bonds, whether fat head or little head, he was arguably the best player
What are the
ever.
statistics that one needs?
Well, the Baseball Hall of Fame.
3,000 hits?
I don't know. Rafael Palmeiro, I do not understand what you're saying. Hit 3,000 hits, you know what I'm saying?
500 home runs.
So,
he should be in the Hall of Fame.
Should he?
Yeah.
Supposed to last.
He was one of the best players of his generation.
Supposed to last 1,000 hits. He was using performing hits and drugs. Because Craig Biggio made the Hall of Fame. Jeff Bagwell.
Right.
That's my generation, and I never looked at them like Hall of Fame players. I never did. The eye test. The eye test. I never thought that they were Hall of Fame players. What do you think about them? That's tough, right?
Well, yeah.
And if you got to think about it, they're not Hall of Famers. A Hall of Famer is somebody, you say the name, you're like, Hall of Famer. You say the name, Hall of Famer. Craig Biggio, Jeff Bagwell, I'm like, let me contemplate. I don't know. That means, wow. And if they are in the middle of all the same conspiracies that everybody else is with the whole performance enhancing drugs and all that.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
That's a point. That's Rellism Sports Talk, Greg. Right. I make good points, baby. I do that shit. I love Greg, dude. He helped. I ain't gonna get into it. Anyway.
I think Roger Clemens should be in the Hall of Fame.
Okay, because Roger Clemens, before there was any controversy, he was already a Hall of Famer. Same thing with Barry Bonds. Same thing. They were already Hall of Famers. They should be in. My question is, Sammy Sosa's numbers before the controversy, Craig Biggio, controversy, Jeff Bagwell, controversy, and Mark McGwire, because his controversy started after he was with the USA team when he got with Tony La Russa and Jose Canseco. So, should he be in the Hall of Fame? Mark McGwire.
Yes.
Because why?
Because
what?
One of the best players of his generation.
The generation of cheating?
It wasn't illegal then.
Okay, before we knew he was cheating, before we had Big Mac out in the stands.
What do you mean by cheating?
You know what I'm saying. Steroids and everything.
Rules against
Hold on. What Mark McGwire said, he was like, I want to plead the fifth to every question. I'm going to be red-faced like I'm sitting on this side.
But they're two different issues.
It's not.
Yeah, it is.
Barry Bonds, Roger Clemens, we agree, were Hall of Famers before all the issues.
I think Craig Biggio was probably more consistent across his career than someone like Mark McGwire.
Okay.
Or Sammy Sosa.
Okay.
Right?
But we both disagreed. I'll rewind the tape. See, Greg, I'll rewind the tape and bust his ass out. A second ago in the tape, you said Craig Biggio and Jeff Bagwell were like, they're right there at the end because of the maybes or whatever, right? So you're telling me Craig Biggio is above Mark McGwire and above Sammy Sosa? You just said, I will rewind the tape and bust his ass out because he just said that shit.
I'm not the one who decides who gets in the Hall.
No, but you agree with me that Craig Biggio was kind of, I don't know, but he's better than Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa.
Better? No, I didn't say he's better. No.
You said as far as getting the Hall of Fame.
I think the 3 or 4 seasons with the home run chase, those seasons were much better than Biggio had ever probably done. But Biggio was probably more consistent across the span of his career.
I agree with that. Because nobody knew who the fuck Sammy Sosa was when he was with the White Sox, not making the team, going to the minor leagues, jumping back around. All of a sudden, you're like, oh, I'm hitting 60 home. That's my problem. Mark McGwire, did he have longevity enough from being a cheating rookie all the way through to be considered a Hall of Famer with or without the drugs? He would be my closest argument, but my reneging is he started that shit when he was young.
Yeah.
All the way through, and he won championship with the A's. That's what puts me like Mark McGwire, like, because what's real about you, Big Mac? What's real?
He started the home run chase.
Okay, entertainment-wise, I love it. I have a Mark McGwire autographed baseball and glove in there where I took Coach Greg in my room where I produced my show. Well, actually, my producer produces my show. But anyway, Greg. Jared, I love you. But anyway, because of the home run chase, because it was exciting. Yeah. I would be watching a football game and be like, we're going to pause right now because Barry Bonds or Mark McGwire's up to bat.
Yeah.
But for the historical value of what you've done in life, is he a Hall of Famer? No. I would give it to other players over Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa because they both were irrelevant before all this shit happened.
Who, besides Biggio and Bagwell, who was inducted from that era?
Nobody.
Who has been inducted from that era?
Nobody. The pitcher. Sorry. The catcher for the Rangers, Ivan
Rodriguez.
Yes, he got there, and he was with Rafael Palmeiro doing the same shit. But we knew that Cal Ripken wasn't on no shit. And Rodriguez, the catcher, he had less opportunities with Palmeiro to get caught up in that shit. And as a catcher, he reached milestones that other catchers didn't get to. So he was good. Kind of the same thing with Biggio, playing the position that they played.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It matters what position that you play.
Sure it does, yeah.
In order, what to say, you're this elevated or not elevated. Rafael Palmeiro played first base.
Yep, DH and first base. Primarily.
First base.
Right.
There's tons of first basemen that we look at as maybe steroid guys. Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa. We can look back in their careers. Mark McGwire, as a rookie, as USA team, he was involved with people that had potential to give him in performance-enhancing drugs. Sure. Sammy Sosa, we don't know nothing about because he was in the minor leagues for the White Sox whatever, and then he popped on the scene, whoop-de-wow, which makes you suspect. So those two, I'm like, eh. But Ivan Rodriguez, I'm like, I'm going to let you pass.
Right.
Because Jeff Bagwell, I'm going to let you pass because there's not enough. And Greg Biggio, I'm going to let you pass just because there's not enough people that you were around that was doing negative things. But when we get to Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa, I can't do that.
A-Rod.
Barry Bonds, you should be there. A-Rod, you should be there. Right?
Right.
A-Rod should be there.
Sure.
Barry Bonds should be there. McGwire, Sosa, those are the ones that bother me.
Okay.
Chili, you should be there. Roger Clemens, you should be there.
All right.
Mark McGwire, Sosa. I want to know, you're the baseball guy. He's the baseball guy.
Derek Jeter.
And his sons are another baseball
Derek
guy.
Jeter, Mariano Rivera.
Yeah, but they done.
No, I'm thinking of players who of the same era, maybe a little bit afterwards.
Well, anything involved with A-Rod would be who? Who's the white pitcher, left-handed motherfucker?
The left-handed.
Wasn't he left-handed? White dude? Pitcher.
Eddie Pettit.
Pettit. He
He
admitted it.
admitted it. Sure.
Pettit.
Admitted it. I don't think his stats were ever going to get him into the Hall anyway.
Okay. Right. So I can look at some other people like that the same
Right.
way.
Right.
When you look at Sosa and McGwire, other than those suspect years,
Okay. All right.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I feel like those are the two highest profile names that I don't know. But Roger Clemens, Barry Bonds, there's other guys who are like, I don't give a fuck if he cheated or not. He's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah. Yeah.
You agree with me?
I do.
So, Rellism Sports Talk Shorts Take with my man, Coach Greg Stewart, right here. Owen, big ups to you. Appreciate what you're doing in life. Hit me up, bro. You're supposed to be on the show. Pissing me off, bro. And your dad's already on here. But look, Rellism Sports Talk Shorts Take. Who's the Hall of Famer? Who's not? How should we judge? Sammy Sosa, Mark McGwire. Y'all just ain't make the list. See y'all next time. How do I cut it off? So we had 15 people watching that.